So what happens is that it creates messy neurology in the brain, and you can get fear connected to the thing that it is that you actually want to do. Hi, my gorgeous friends. I hope you are doing absolutely amazing today. Stephanie Matos here, spiritual mindset coach and founder of Raise Your Vibe Today. So today I want to talk to you about a saying that I am sure many of you have heard, if not a million times, 2 million times, and that is this idea of feel the fear and do it anyway. So again, that's just feel the fear and do it anyway. There are about a gazillion memes on this, and I personally really believed this was how I had to live my life. I really believed that this was the only way that I would be able to accomplish anything in my life, and that's because I felt fear so much. I felt fear no matter what it was I did. So if I got asked to speak on stage, fear. If I went to a networking event, fear. If I did a podcast interview, fear. Just fear, fear, fear. So I really believed that how I was able to get where I am in my life was by feeling the fear and doing it anyway. And I came to this realization about maybe like 2 months ago that that idea is actually completely wrong and actually not at all what we should be striving for and aiming for when we are building our businesses, improving our lives, doing things that are challenging, and I'll explain to you why. So basically, there is this, it's a mindset technique, or actually it's actually an NLP technique, which is neuro linguistic programming, and it's called anchoring. And so we can actually get different things anchored to each other, and I will try to explain this. It really needs its own video. However, I'll do my best to kind of give you the quick and dirty version of this. So basically, you probably have experienced this with different meals that maybe your mom or husband or somebody in your life when you were a child cooked for you when you were a certain age. And so every time you smell that food, or that food's around, or you eat that food, it just brings you to this happy place, right? And there could be a smell. Like I know I have a friend who, her grandfather used to smoke cigars. So every time she smells that smell, she thinks of her grandfather. And then I know somebody else who, they used to pick pine cones together, her and her grandparents. And so every time she smells that like pine smell, she thinks of her grandparents. And oh my gosh, all of us know about music, right? So there's certain songs that literally take me back to when I was like 20 years old, living in New York, going to clubs every single night of the week till, the next day in the morning and all this stuff. So you can see how things get anchored together, emotions. And what I've just talked about are emotions that are anchored to things that actually bring positivity. So these, like whenever my friend smells pine cones, she gets happy because she thinks of her grandparents. Whenever I hear certain songs, I get excited because I remember dancing my ass off, in New York. However, we can also get negatively anchored to things. So for example, I was doing Facebook Lives probably about 3 years ago is when I started to step into, force myself to do these Facebook Lives. And I literally felt petrified to do it. So that is why I thought, oh, but I felt the fear and did it anyway, because I 100% did. I did the Facebook Lives, I got more and more comfortable. And that, fast forward 3 years, here I am today talking to you on camera. And basically what I realized is that this is so important for you to grasp, is that it's not about feeling the fear and doing it anyway. It's about really getting clear on your purpose, passion, and mission, and then letting that fuel the fire under your ass, so to speak, to do these things that are challenging for you. So it's not about feeling petrified. So for example, if you are on my mailing list, or if you were following me here on YouTube, you probably saw the video that I described how I was absolutely petrified when I had to speak on stage. I can't remember the title of the video, but I'll leave it linked down below. And essentially, I felt the fear and told myself, okay, I'm gonna do this because they want me to. I'm gonna do this because I don't wanna get fired. I'm gonna do this because all of these other reasons, and it wasn't. So a better reason would have been, I feel really passionate about this subject. I'm so excited to educate these people on this subject. I'm so excited that everybody thought that it was possible for me to do this. I'm so excited that I get to grow and expand in my job. Like, no, that is not the feeling that I had. It was pure fear. And so I had pure fear anchored to public speaking. And I did not speak publicly for 9 years because I really believed, and I had anchored together this fear, like deep fear, where I literally, and if you saw the video, you know, I said, I like left my body. Like I wasn't even, it was like Stephanie has left the room kind of thing. And so it wasn't until I really took the time to unravel all the messy wiring. So what happens is that it creates messy neurology in the brain, and you can get fear connected to the thing that it is that you actually want to do. But I did not get clear on my purpose, passion, and mission behind this thing. Again, I only said yes because I didn't want to get fired, and that's not a good feeling. That's a trapped feeling and a forced feeling, and it wasn't exactly what I wanted to be speaking about anyways. Not a subject I was really passionate about. So anyways, my point is that this idea of feel the fear and do it anyway really is not the way that we should be doing things. If there's something that you're scared to do, like let's say for me, I was severely scared to do public speaking. I was severely scared of cameras, like the one pointing at my face right now. I was severely afraid of networking. I was severely afraid of all of these things. I had severe social anxiety, which I'm going to talk about in another video in a few days, so kind of keep an eye out for that. But basically, I had to get really clear on what it was I wanted to do in my life if I knew that I couldn't fail. If fear was completely plucked out of my heart and out of my mind, what would I do with my life? And it came really easily to me. I realized I want to help women live a life that they truly love, period. That's what I wanted to do with my life. I had no idea how. And it's crazy, as I was writing this, again, this was a couple years ago, about 3 years ago now, I'm writing down what it is I would do if I didn't have fear. And another thing that popped up was public speaking and speaking on stages and inspiring women and helping them so they didn't suffer the way that I did for so many years. For so many years, I lived in lack and limitation and depression and anxiety and all of these things. And that is what I wanted to do. Now, the how of it, I had no idea how. But I was really connected to this idea that this is really what I want to do. And once I was able to get clear on that, I was able to start to take baby steps. Build a website, didn't know what I was going to do with it. Picked a company name, Raise Your Vibe Today. That was what I wanted to name my company because I want to raise vibrations. It's so important. I didn't do anything with that website for at least a year. But I was taking baby steps. And another baby step that I took, which was actually a huge leap for me, was Facebook Live. But you can see how I did a lot of back work before I just jumped on Facebook Live petrified. I had a mission, I had a purpose, I had a passion. So it was absolutely not about feeling the fear. And you actually want to tie it back to a positive emotion. So for example, you can tell when I tied this Facebook Live experience onto, oh my gosh, I get to reach more people. Hopefully I'll get to make someone's day. Hopefully somebody will learn something from what I share, because at the beginning I was sharing all science-based system technique strategies that I learned in the research that I was doing. That is such a more exciting and happy connection than, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, what am I gonna say? They're all gonna judge me, blah, 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 blah. Like, that is not what you want. That creates messy wiring. So I hope that makes sense to you. I hope you guys got something out of that. I hope that you can understand that it's not that I'm saying that you're gonna be fearless, that you won't feel any fear. It's not that. It's that we have to connect it and circle it back to a positive emotion and a positive purpose, passion, mission, or else you will create messy wiring. And then every single time you do that thing, so for example, for me, with public speaking is a perfect example. I went on stage completely freaked out and scared and connected to all of the judgment I was going to receive and connected to how much I sucked and connected to all of these things rather than circling it back to purpose, passion, mission, like I did 3 years ago when I finally broke free from all of that fear that I had, you know, festering and growing and building for so many years. Once I was able to finally step past that, I was super freaked out, I'm not gonna lie, super freaked out to be on Facebook Live, but what I did was, oh my gosh, this is so exciting, what could happen, like who could see this, like, oh my gosh, I could potentially get a client from this, oh my gosh, blah, 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 like all of these positive things, and you can see that that is a totally different pathway. So we always have two different pathways that we can go down neurologically. One is doom, gloom, death, destruction, and sucking so bad. And one is positivity and hope and light and love and purpose and passion. And so one led me to where I am now. One led me down a deep, dark rabbit hole of fear for about 9 to 10 years. So if that makes sense to you, I hope it does. I hope next time you do something or you want to do something, like maybe, and I'm just going to use this as an example because this was 100% true for me, was that networking events were really scary. But once I got clear on what it was that I wanted to do, I'm like, oh, but I can meet other women, especially if I go to women's networking groups. Oh, that would be great. Oh, that would be amazing. And then I would just psych myself up in the car, like, you just have to speak to 2 people, no pressure. Everybody probably feels nervous too. You're doing this to get the word out about your business. You love your business. You want it to grow. You want to help women. This is how you do that, right? Much, much different mindset, self-talk, beliefs than feeling like, oh, everybody's going to judge me. Oh my God, what are they going to think? What am I wearing? How do I look? Oh, totally different. I hope that makes sense to you. I love you guys so, so much, and just want to make sure that you guys are getting so much value out of these videos. And hopefully you are. And I would love to hear what you think of this in the comment section below. So feel free to leave me a comment, like, comment, subscribe, all of the good stuff. And I also want to make sure that you guys know that you can get that free download on my website. So it's an hour-long positive affirmations track, which would 100% be amazing, amazing, amazing to listen to before you do something that is causing you a bit of discomfort. So for example, if you want to go on a Facebook Live to talk about your amazing services in a business that you're starting, or you just want to simply help uplift others, listen to this positive affirmations track before, get yourself in the right mindset so you don't create messy wiring and connect fear to this great thing that you need to be doing. We need your light now more than ever, so we need you to show up and shine so bright. So until we meet again, I want to wish you so much love, so many blessings, and I will speak to you so soon. Bye, guys.